It'll be Justin Gadbaugh on the point, the number 18. Alongside of him will be Trevor Gibbons in the 621. Row 2, Gavin Isley in the 1834 of Eric Nyer. Row number 3 is going to be Jessica Power in the 52 and the 10 of Jamie Brown. Final row, Brian Hudson in the 6 and Ed Lucas in the 77 from Chittenango. Trevor Gibbons in the 621 is slow to a stop over there. First of 3 heats on track here for Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. Coming up after this, the first and only heat, one and only heat tonight for the Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stocks. So Trevor Gibbons will return to his normal starting spot on the outside of the front row.
Green, green, green.
Do have a special announcement to pass along to everybody as well when we get a break in the action here. All I have to say, it must be baby fever or something around this time of year, because this will be about the 3rd baby announcement I have made in the last 3 months. Not me. That already happened 7 years ago. Yep, it did. Paul Small is just going to stick with his kitties, with his cats. We're ready to go. 8 laps is the distance. We're off and running. Justin Gadbaugh, Trevor Gibbons side by side. Owen Nyer. Look at Jessica Power go through the bottom. Gets by Gavin Isley to pick up 4th. It immediately goes after Eric Nyer for position number 3 and Gadbaugh for 2nd. Everybody scrambling for position. Trevor Gibbons is missing a heck of a race behind him, though, as he brings it off the turn with a lead. Back there for 2nd, it's still Eric Nyer. Jessica Power alongside of the 18 of Justin Gadbaugh as Power picks up 3rd. Gavin Isley follows right in her tire tracks, trying to follow by the 18 of Justin Gadbaugh for position number 4. Brian Hudson, Ed Lucas, Jamie Brown, and RJ Tersetter out there in the 21. He missed his heat race, so we're giving him a couple of hot laps out there with this division. In the meantime, 2 laps are down, 6 more to go. Trevor Gibbons, Carthage native. Eric Nyer, another Carthage native, going at it for the lead down the back chute. Nyer gets an incredible run down the back straightaway. Takes over the lead in turn number 3 and powers on through. It's Eric Nyer to the top spot. Here comes Jessica Power down to that inside lane. Power looking for running room. She'll slide by the 621 of Gibbons down the front straightaway. So move Jessica Power to the 2 spot as they work in lap number 3. Coming around to the halfway point this time by. We will have 4 in the books. Eric Nyer with the advantage for now. Jessica Power right there behind him, stalking, looking for the lead up off the turn, down to the line this time by Eric Nyer in control. 2 heat wins for Eric Nyer in 2021 or 22 rather, as Jessica Power tied for the most heat wins this season with Ryan Shanahan and Dustin Hutton at 3 apiece. She's right there with the race leader as they work it through turns 3 and 4. Nyer on the gas, pulls away up off the turn this time. Behind them, a good battle going on for 3rd with Gavin Isley and Trevor Gibbons, and now bring Brian Hudson up into the mix as well. Hudson's going to step it up on a line and work it up on that outside portion of the speedway through turns 1 and 2. Can't quite get the run he was looking for, though, as they hit the back straightaway. Isley tries to step it out of line into turn number 3. He'll look to pull even turns with Gibbons into turn number 3 and 4. Back down to the line, Eric Nyer and Jessica Power still 1 and 2 at the stripe. Battle on for 3rd between Gibbons, Isley, and the 6 of Brian Hudson into turn number 1. Isley's going to pick up the 3rd spot. Gibbons back to 4th. Brian Hudson now in 5th and looking for another spot. Tucks up right up on the back bumper, switches lanes, goes to the high side in turn number 4, trying to get by Gibbons, working it through turn number 3 and 4. White flag in the air, final time into turn number 1 for Eric Nyer. Carthage, New York native, working it down the back straightaway. He's got about 3 car lengths over Jessica Power as they hit turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out, checkered flag waving, and the win will go to Eric Nyer in the 34. 2nd will be the 52 of Jessica Power. Gavin Isley, he'll pick up 3rd at the line, followed by Brian Hudson, and Trevor Gibbons gets the top 5. Jamie Brown, Justin Gadbaugh, and Ed Lucas will complete it. So that does it. Heat race number 1 of 3. For the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman is complete, and Eric Nyer grabs his third heat win of the season. So Eric Nyer into victory lane, gets his third win of the year in qualifying heat action, ties him with Ryan Shanahan, Jessica Power, and Dustin Hutton for the overall lead on that list as heat race number 2 rolls to the speedway right now. Jonathan Murphy goes from the pole in the 62 alongside of Frank Sibley on a Calcium. In the 92, row number 2, it is Ryan Shanahan, the 32, and the 410 of Mike Fowler. Row number 3, Dave Rogers, the point leader in the 44. Last week's feature winner for a second time this season, the Fox 28 of Tyler Stevenson. Final row, Brendan Moore in the 35, Anthony Rasmussen in the 99 out of Watertown. 8 cars on track, ready to go. 8 laps is the distance. Second of 3 heats in Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. Mike LeClaire looks him over. Green lights are on, and we're underway. And Mike says no. We are going to try that once again.
No start.
Once again, all starts and restarts will be at that white cone coming off of turn number 4. Not at the light pole coming off of turn 4. But the white cone. This will be the 27th heat race of the season for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. Eric Nyer, Ryan Shanahan, Jessica Power, and Dustin Hutton each have 3 heat wins this year. Gavin Isley, Tyler Corcoran, Frank Sibley, and Tiger Chapman have 2. Tyler Stevenson and Remington Ham, Dale Caswell, Mike Fowler, Jonathan Murphy, and Fire Swamp each have 1 heat win this year. Eight laps again is the distance. No laps were complete. Complete restart. Jonathan Murphy, Frank Sibley on the front row. Looking for green off of turn number 4. Green lights are on and away we go. And it will be Murphy jumping out in front of the field as they hit the back straightaway. Frank Sibley, Ryan Shanahan battling out for second and third. Mike Fowler trying to figure out which lane to go in. He jumps to the bottom along with Dave Rogers, and look at Tyler Stevenson on that outside lane as well. Last week's feature winner running in position number 6 as they work on lap number 1. Murphy still in command of it. Sibley trying to fend off the 410 of Mike Fowler. Fowler full head of steam on the bottom side of the racetrack. He'll pick up second as Sibley works that extreme outside lane through turns 3 and 4 and back down to the stripe with Ryan Shanahan giving chase from 4th as they flash down in front of Speedy down the front straightaway one more time into turn number 1 and 2. Frank Sibley dancing on that high side, trying to figure out the way back by Mike Fowler off of turn number 2. Couldn't quite get that one to work. In the meantime, behind them, a good battle for the 4th spot between Ryan Shanahan and the 28 of Tyler Stevenson, with Dave Rogers looking to move up as well. Brennan Moore and Anthony Rasmussen completing your field. Down across the line, 3 down, 5 more to go. Jonathan Murphy looking for his second heat win of the season. Mike Fowler also looking for the same thing as he hit the back stretch. Top 2 have drawn away from Frank Sibley right now as we watch the battle with Ryan Shanahan, Dave Rogers, and Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson and Rogers both have wins here this year as we got a battle for the lead now. Murphy has it. Fowler going to make these next few laps the longest in Jonathan Murphy's career, that's for sure. Down the back straightaway, he's trying to make short work of him again down the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. And Mike Fowler to the lead in turn number 3. Murphy trying to fight back though on that high side, not going to back down from him. Up off the turn and back to the line. Mike Fowler with the lead. Just past the halfway point, 5 down, 3 to go. It is Mike Fowler, the new race leader. Jonathan Murphy second. Frank Sibley third is Ryan Shanahan. Moves up the spot number 4. The 28 of Stevenson completes the top 5. And it's Rogers, Moore, and Rasmussen in that order. Coming around this time by, we will have 2 to go, and Mike Fowler, the Doneth Motorworks car number 410 out of Fulton, New York, brings it into turn number 1 and 2 with a healthy advantage as we watch the battle for third. Ryan Shanahan has been picking cars off at least a lap at a time here. He's trying to close in and get by Frank Sibley for third, but he's running out of time to catch the top two. The white flag is in the air. Final trip around the Can-Am Speedway for Mike Fowler into turn number 1 and 2. Fowler, a stout season here this year at Can-Am. He'll work it down the back straightaway. Checkered flag will be waving this time by. Mike Fowler this year has had a good year, but still looking for victory lane. He's finished second twice. Tonight he gets his second heat win of the season. Mike Fowler gets the victory. Jonathan Murphy second, Ryan Shanahan third, Frank Sibley, Tyler Stevenson, Dave Rogers, Brennan Moore, and Anthony Rasmussen. And that does it. Heat race number 2 for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman is complete. Mike Fowler gets the victory, his second heat win of the year. Here at Can-Am, Jonathan Murphy, Ryan Shanahan, Frank Sibley, and Tyler Stevenson, your top 5. Heat race number 3 for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman, ready to roll trackside in just a moment. Heat race number 3 for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. Feature Tiger Chapman in the 271 from Rochester on point, along with Josh Riom on a Clayton in car number 91. Row number 2, Remington Ham on a Rodman in the 57. 64, Tyler Corcoran to his outside. Row number 3 from Sydenham, Ontario, it's Greg Brinklow in the 707 with a 7D of Dustin Hutton out of Central Square. Final row, Ogdensburg, New York's Kyle Sharp, the 12S, the 10X of Corey Castell, Mohawk International Raceway regular, joining us here tonight at Can-Am. Set to go. Heat race number 3 of 3 for the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman is on track. Corey Castell, glad to have him back. His 4th appearance of the season with us. Best finish of 11th on opening day, May the 6th. Off of turn number 4, 8 laps is the issue. We're back to green. Chapman into the lead, Riom through the middle. Dustin Hutton flying around the outside lane, picks up a couple of spots early over Brinklow and Castell as they hit the back stretch. Remington Ham down on the low lane, trying to find the way around Josh Riom as he's picking the extreme inside lane. Riom says, no thanks, I'll just go up there and try to take the lead from Tiger Chapman. Couldn't quite get that done, though, as they had been a 1 and 2. Chapman will lead lap 1. Riom to second. Battle is on for third, now 64 of Tyler Corcoran has the 3 spot as the 91 of Riom picks up the lead into turn number 3. Josh Riom to the top spot. Started a new job with the fire department at Fort Drum this week and still gets the opportunity to go racing here on Friday nights at Can-Am, and we're glad to have that happen as Riom picks up the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Tyler Corcoran there for second, the 2-time defending Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman champion, holding on to the 2 spot. Look at the battle for third shaping up. Dustin Hutton using that Lance Willix line way out there, way upstairs. Couldn't find the running room he was looking for, though. Actually lost some ground to Tiger Chapman in the 271 as the 57 of Remington Ham occupies the number 5 position. Looking for running room by Hutton down the back straightaway. Couldn't quite get it done, though, as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. Josh Riom brings it down to the line, this time by halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go. And the Clayton, New York native, whose best finish this year was in the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Series opener, which took place here on June 29th during the PAP shootout night. Came home in second behind Dave Rogers and just ahead of Ryan Shanahan, but right now he's trying to get a heat win here at Can-Am as they bring it down to the line off of turn number 4. This time by 5 down, 3 to go. Josh Riom looking for his first heat win of the year. Tyler Corcoran trying to park into victory lane in a heat race for a third time as we watch the battle for third. It has been a good one all race long. Remington Ham, who a couple of weeks ago won on his birthday at the Fulton Speedway in Dirt Car Sportsman action, picks up third from Tiger Chapman, and Dustin Hutton trying to go by everybody on that extreme outside lane, but I think that portion of the racetrack has gone away. Not much left out there with 2 laps left to go, so Dustin Hutton making an effort on that outside lane to try to figure out a way up into the top 3. He's got a couple more laps left to do it, but right now the white flag is in the air. Final trip around the Can-Am Speedway for Josh Riom. Josh out of Clayton, New York, looking for heat win number 1 of 2022. Tyler Corcoran working the mid portion of the speedway down the back straightaway. He's running out of time and running out of laps into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag will be out this time by in the win. Finally, Josh Riome gets a qualifying heat win here at Can-Am in 2022. Second spot will go to the 64 Corcoran. At the line for third, Remington Ham picks up the 3 spot. Tiger Chapman, Corey Castell comes home in 5th.